Namaste everybody. Welcome to Diya's classroom. In today's lesson, we are going to see the first chapter of grade 11 business studies. Come, let's get started with the class. Chapter 1, Business, Trade and Commerce. So this is the first chapter of grade 11. First of all, what do you mean by business? Business means, as far as concerned, people who have involved in trading business, right? So let me tell you the meaning of business here. People work to make and sell products or services. So if the people are making, that is engaged in the production or manufacturing process of goods and then selling to the society, so that is called business. So what do you mean by trade? Trade means nothing but buy and sell goods and services. So traders, what they will be doing? They will be purchasing the goods from one manufacturing unit and then they will be selling to the third party. So they are all called as traders. So trade means buy and sell goods and services. So coming to the third term, commerce, buying and selling, especially on a large scale. So if it is a large scale company, or industries, all will come under commerce. So this is the meaning of business, trade and commerce. All right. So let us understand why the business all done by the people. Right. So why people have to engage in the business activity first of all human beings, wherever they may be, require different types of goods and services to satisfy their needs or requirements, right? So that is the reason why business people happen to start the business. So in order to satisfy human requirement or need or their wish, made the business people to undertake an activity of produce and sell the goods and services. So if the people are not having any need, there will not be any work for the business people. So in order to satisfy the need of the people, business people have started to engage in the production process or making process, and then they will be selling the goods and services to the people. All right. So business is a major economic activity in all modern societies concerned, as it is concerned with the production and sale of goods and services required by people. So that is the reason why business are involved in the economic activity. If the business people have not involved in the production process or in the industry commerce, the country's economy will not grow. Alright, so purpose behind. So what is the purpose behind the business activity first of all? So the purpose behind most business activity is to earn money. So without money, the business cannot survive for a longer period of time. So the purpose behind to start the business activity is to earn money by meeting people's demand, meeting people's demand for goods and services. So how the business can earn money by satisfying the demand of the society people. So this is how the business can earn money. So that is the reason behind to start up the business. All right. So country like our lives are influenced by many other institutions in modern society. We know very well we cannot function on our own, or we cannot be isolated in our country. So our activities, everything is influenced by the society. So our lives are influenced by many other institutions in modern society, such as schools, colleges, hospitals, political parties and religious bodies. Business has a major influence on our daily lives. So without these people involvement or influence in our life, we cannot survive in the society, right? So this chapter has divided into two sections actually. The first chapter of the business studies class grade 11 divided into two sections. Number 1, history of trade and commerce in ancient India, and section 2 is deals with the concept, nature and purpose of business. So based on these sections we are going to discuss in the classes. So first let us see the first section, history of trade and commerce in ancient India, how it has been evolved around. Evolution means the gradual development of something, how the history of trade and commerce has got some evolution. That is what we are going to see now. And how it is influenced. Influence means effect, impact, control, how people are influencing the human beings activity, all these things. Now I'll put you some slides and I'll explain the history of trade and commerce in ancient India now. Section 1, History of Trade and Commerce. The economic and commercial evolution of any land depends upon its physical environment. This stands true for the Indian subcontinent as a whole, which has Himalayas in the north bordered by water in the south. A network of roads merging into the Silk Route helped in establishing commercial and political contacts with adjoining foreign kingdoms and empires of Asia in particular and the world in general. The maritime routes linked the east and the west by sea and were used for the trade of spices and known as spice route. Due to the flow of wealth through these routes, the chief kingdoms, important trade centers, and the industrial belt flourished, which in turn further facilitated the progress of domestic and international trade in ancient India. Trade and commerce have played a vital role in making India to involve as a major actor in the economic world in ancient times. Archaeological evidences have shown that trade and commerce was a mainstay of the economy of ancient India, carried out by water and land. Commercial cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were founded in the 3rd millennium BC. The civilization had established commercial connections with Mesopotamia and traded in gold, silver, copper, colored gemstones, beads, pearls, seashells, terracotta parts, etc. The period was marked by substantial commercial activities and urban development. Political economy and military security during ancient times united most of the Indian subcontinent, and trade regulations were carefully planned. There were diverse types of coins and weightage practices which used to vary from place to place with the help of money changers and by resorting to certain commonly accepted weights and measures. So we have completed History of Trade and Commerce topic. In the next class, we'll discuss the topic Indigenous Banking System. With this, we will end up the session today. I'll meet you in the next class. Till then, it's bye from Udaya. If you like this video, do subscribe, like, share and comment.